Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. So we're in Westwold, British Columbia, and we're going to be heading towards Monte Lake. Now, this is a kind of a follow-up to one that I'd done about a month ago, and this area here has been affected by a forest fire that's actually still burning, but it's burning further to the north, and that's the White Rock Lake forest fire. A few people asked me to go back through the area to show what it looks like after the fire went through. Now, I'm not going to be focusing on anybody's place or property, just going to be driving down the highway here. I have to head this direction anyway. I've got to go to further on towards Kamloops. But if you see everything off in the distance there, that hillside, that's all burned. And anything on the left that looks like a red or a dead tree, those are burned trees as well. So the fire got right to these people's backyards, like right to the fence in some cases. There's a spot there where somebody's got a plastic greenhouse, and it's about 5 feet away from fires or the trees that burned in the fire, and that didn't damage the greenhouse. Fire departments and that did a really great job of saving a lot of houses along here. And the fire, just out of view, it's burned off to the right as well. So it's kind of just gone right around this community with the help of all the different fire crews working it. So here on the right, you can see those trees that look dead. That's all burned. And there's houses in amongst there that most of them have survived, but there's a lot of them that actually, I'm quite surprised how many did survive. So all this stuff on the right here, that's burned, and you can see the mixture of green and kind of brown stuff there on the left. So after there gets a bit of rainfall eventually here, this will look a lot different. All the ground and everything hasn't had any water on it, so any places where there were roots and that burned, it just looks like a bunch of groundhog holes and that all over the place, and you can actually see where how the roots actually traveled. So it looks like a bunch of veins almost in the ground where all the roots have burned underneath the ground, and it's kind of collapsed. But this area just up ahead here around the tracks, railroad tracks, is where it jumped across the first time. You can see how close it is on both sides here. Now, most of these hydro poles and telephone poles have all been replaced already. They come in, the crews come in and they clean this stuff up so fast. It's always amazed me. Get the services working again. There's a crew there doing a pole. Now, there will be forest crews that will come in and cut a lot of this burned timber out of here and make use of it. Most of it can be used. They'll cut it up in lumber and that, but otherwise it's just gonna fall over in place there. But so they will come in and harvest a bunch of this. So I'll put a link to in the video to the first one I'd done almost exactly a month ago when I came through here ahead of the fire. There's some hoses and pumps and stuff still hooked up here. But there are a number of houses that were lost in the fire. A lot of people lost all their stuff. This guy here on the right is just a big pile of burnt cars, and yeah, so it's pretty devastating for a lot of people. And yeah, but like I say, it just surprises me sometimes how much the fire misses when you have fire crews that are working it. There were a number of RVs in this little park up here, and a lot of them, I haven't gone into any of these areas, so like there's an RV park on the right, and a lot of the RVs are still there, whereas the house across on the left side, closer to the lake, is actually gone, so it burned. But yeah, there's no smoke or anything in the air here right now. It's a nice summer day. If you hadn't noticed all the devastation and that, you'd never notice. It's just gone through here a couple weeks ago. All kinds of weird things happen after the fire too, like from all the trees and that breaking down, the acidity in that lake is going to change in the next few years, and sometimes it really has an effect on what fish can survive in there. There'll be rainbow trout and maybe kokanee in there, but sometimes they have to modify the strain that they're stocking in those lakes because the acidity of the water goes up. And on the left here, you can't really see it, but there's some round hay bales out there, and it's like every second one is burned, so it's just a little pile of ashes. Little store survived there on the right, which is good for the community. But other than that, I think I'll end this one here. And if you like traveling around BC, think about subscribing. And other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, and thanks for watching.